Hi, and welcome to Consciousness Decoded. If you're watching this, you probably are curious about consciousness or some of the new metaphysics.
Crimson Circle has explored topics like presence, the field, coherence, and consciousness for over 2 decades. Our slogan for the company is Inspire Consciousness.
Absolutely. I remember, you actually came up with the slogan back in 2006, and it's probably more relevant right now than it was even back then. There's so much discussion right now about consciousness, particularly as it relates to consciousness and sentience with AI and everything else. It's a hot topic. So what we've done here is sometimes these words like coherence, consciousness, the field, they can feel very, very abstract. It's not that consciousness itself or any of these topics are difficult, but it's the language that surrounds them when you try to explain it.
So we began asking a simple question. What if these topics could be explored in a relaxed, conversational way?
Absolutely. That question gave rise to our new series called Consciousness Decoded. It's a podcast-style series. Each episode of the podcast is going to feature one of these topics like presence, the field, coherence, things actually that are written about in the AI Guide for the Master, but now we're taking them and putting them to this kind of understandable podcast style of discussion.
And instead of lectures or explanations, you're simply invited into a conversation.
That's really what it feels like. What we've done is develop these characters, Rachel and Julian. They're actually kind of representative of the Shambra energy. Literally, we coded that energy right into these podcast characters. And we placed them in an AI studio, of course, kind of looking like it's somewhere in Colorado, but very intentional with developing the characters, the style, the studio, the general feeling in this new podcast series.
When I listened to Rachel and Julian, the topics really began to make sense because of how they explain these concepts.
They do an amazing job with explaining very difficult concepts. They use metaphors and analogies. They kind of distill it down, and it's been fascinating to watch how all this has really come to life. You can almost think of the podcast as like a neutral mirror, where it reflects the topic in a way that's so easy to understand and so easy to engage with.
This is about opening space and pondering timely and sometimes challenging concepts.
And these concepts can be very challenging. So whether you're new to the Crimson Circle, whether you've been with us for a while, we invite you to sit back and relax into the conversation. It's been fun putting all this together with the staff, fun taking the concepts and doing the scripts and doing all the AI generation and coming out with something that I'm really happy with, really, really proud of it.
Well, I like this because it really does distill, and some of this gets so clear that you'll be able to talk to anybody about it if you like.
So get the popcorn out, sit back and relax, and please enjoy Consciousness Decoded.